Go live on YouTube. Okay, looking good. Live a little later than usual today. Wish bonus reaction a happy affiliate anniversary? What? I had no idea it was my my affiliate birthday. Happy birthday me. So today, I wanted to look at Ludwig's, you know, international superstar streamer, his latest endeavor, which is a D&D game, which is pretty crazy. It's been 2 years in the making, and I want to see how it holds up. It's interesting that in like a sea of daggerheart news, that this is kind of the biggest D&D thing going on. Thank you for the affiliate anniversary. Cool, Saunders. How's it going, Sir William? Whew. But yeah, like I said, it is hot in here. I literally did not sleep well at all last night because of the heat. And then I woke up very early this morning for no reason. I did some editing, and then I mulled around until maybe after lunch. Then I napped. Took like a 2-hour nap. I actually have no idea how long I was out for. Could be 5 minutes. Could be 3 hours. And then I woke up, and then I was like, should I stream? I kind of want to stream. It made this thumbnail with Ludwig and his guys, and that I quite like. I was like, I want to use it before it's too late to use it. So I thought I would just jump on. And I changed my name. I did it. I bit the bullet. I don't know if it looks too weird or not. I literally did that like an hour ago. Not a big change. From bonus action to bonus reaction. How many Scoville? You mean how hot it is, or how spicy the air is? But yeah, I'm now called bonus reaction. I also have a fan on in the background. Let me know if you can hear that. I will turn it off. Cheers, Phil. How's it going? And then I actually have a game tonight that I'm GMing, which I'm relatively prepared for. It should be fun. Why bonus reaction? Well, I was called bonus action before, which I liked that as a name, but it turns out it's a very popular name amongst other people as well. So to stand out a little bit, I have changed it. I've changed it a lot. I've added a whole 2 letters. It is called bonus reaction now. It's also perfect because it matches my Twitch name, because I couldn't get bonus action on Twitch, so I called it bonus reaction on Twitch. Now it's bonus reaction everywhere. No fan noise, perfect. Same, Beast Feast, Daggerheart, nice. Yeah, I'm doing the Witherwild Daggerheart as well. My players are leveling up to level 2 today. Big jump. What's the new logo going to be? I am thinking about slapping my big old face on there. You know, just like me, just... In fact, that could be it. That screenshot could be it. That could be my new profile picture. Try and add a little bit of relatability to it, you know? Branding is important. Yeah. Yeah, I also... whenever anybody tries to search bonus action, and it happened to... I checked this. It would show other channels who are smaller than me. And I don't know why. It's why I think I got shadow banned or something. It would not show me at the top. It would show the other bonus action, if at all, like if you're on Google, it would just show you the plethora of Google searches and Reddit posts about the term bonus action from D&D. So, it's a good face. I may change my name again in the future. I want to get to 100k first, though. I want to get to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And once I do that, I'm laughing, I can change my name to maybe Phil something, like my actual name. Don't clip it. You got a Colossus of the Drylands Session 0 tomorrow. First time playing Daggerheart. Ooh, exciting stuff, Nox. You excited? Are you confident or a little nervous? Just got your collector's edition of Daggerheart. Excited to read it after watching a ton of your videos on it. You just got it? Like you ordered it months ago and it's just arrived now? Fills unite. Indeed. Indeed. Alright, so yeah, today, going to be chatting a little bit, chatting about D&D, chatting about Daggerheart, and also watching this actual play from The Yard, which is Ludwig's actual play. It's interesting, because as I was saying earlier, it's been 2 years in the making, it kept getting pushed back, and it's doing very well. Even for, see this little bar here at the top right? This grey line is how one of their videos normally does on The Yard. And this red line is how this one's doing. So it is currently an outlier for their channel. Now, that might be because of that 2-year hype and build-up, or just because it's something they've never done before. But I see no reason why they're not going to do this every single week for the foreseeable future. Meaning D&D, if this keeps getting the same kind of views, because it's at 463,000 views right now. If it keeps getting those kind of views, because I think this will hit 1 million in the next 2 weeks. Realistically, it's pulling, you know, Critical Role numbers. So I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to, like, you know. Well, I am trying to be a bit spicy here, but yeah, potentially this could be a big contender in the actual play space, especially since D&D might be losing a lot of people playing it in the same space. Then we'll go over the puzzle bit. Yeah, I've got a puzzle video that should be coming out, Cool Cylinder, within the next 1 to 2 years, honestly. But it's going to be good. Ordered to a family home and picked it up. Oh, nice. It's nice, right? That limited collector's edition Daggerheart is nice. I'm never going to use it. I use the book, but I'm never going to use the cards. They're too nice. First episodes always pop off. Same for Critical Role D20. Hell, even Legends of Avernus get big numbers. Yeah. Yeah, I'm being spicy on purpose here. There is a chance with the Yard D&D that 450k views in 3 days is very, very good. But that was the same with Smosh as well. And I think how did? Because it's reminiscent. Smosh did it. Smosh, huge creator, known for doing other things, came in, made a D&D show that was well loved, but it didn't pull the numbers that they wanted long term, and eventually got cancelled. But their first episode hit 1 million views. It's just that people didn't follow through all the way through to the end. And then what's it called? Moist Critical's D&D channel called Skill Check, which is why I can't call my channel Phil Check, even though I think that's a brilliant name. Their first episode oh no, sorry. Yeah, they got 247k views. So they started off humble. And as far as I know, they're still making D&D. It's just, I don't think it was the hit they were expecting it to be, or who knows what they were expecting it to be. But they've certainly moved now into Magic the Gathering content adjacent, which I see happen a lot with D&D channels that start out just making D&D, and I've thought about it. If I knew how to play Magic the Gathering for 1 second, if I hadn't played it one time and hated it, then I'd also be making Magic the Gathering content. Because it's adjacent. Like, a lot of people who like D&D also tend to put up with Magic the Gathering. Fill my character sheet. It's just it's too long for a name, but I do like it. Phil puns in general. Phil chat would be brilliant. Yeah, thanks, Ringtail. So wait, D&D replaced Critical Role, Critical Role replaced D&D. Well, this is all hearsay. This is all clickbaity hearsay, but it's an interesting conversation topic. Many people think that Critical Role are no longer playing D&D. Right? They think that they are moving to daggerheart long term, leaving a void in the D&D actual play circuit. I saw Character Sheet do a video about Legends of Avernus because they were on the D&D main channel doing an official D&D actual play. And I saw them talk about like, oh, they're going to replace Critical Role with Legends of Avernus. That makes sense. Now, I say replace. Like, Critical Role never works for D&D. What I'm saying is, like, they were kind of allies, right? They helped each other out in big ways. And in the end, it was Critical Role helping D&D out more than the other way around. So they moved away, and now D&D is open to having an ally. I presume they're probably very open to making allies with other big actual plays. So that's what I mean. It could be that Ludwig and the Yard actual play could kind of fill that gap. They're playing D&D, right? Do you mean Legends of Avernus are playing Daggerheart now? Only for 3 sessions, but it kind of showed that they weren't actively trying to buddy up to D&D as strongly as some people thought at the time. But this is all it's not even politics, it's all gossip. This is the front headlines of gossip newspapers that we're living in now, which is fun, but we should know that, like, we don't know anything. Critical Role could always turn around and say, jokes, we're just going to keep playing D&D, you know? Well, Brennan hosts Critical Role playing Daggerheart. Yeah, the other thing is, with Brennan and D&D in general, over at Dimension 20, they've been playing less and less D&D over the years as well. They've been trying other systems, so it really is a different landscape. And in fact, I saw this post that said Daggerheart probably won't overtake D&D, but it would be cool if it did. And look, I'm not saying that Daggerheart's anywhere near pulling numbers that D&D does. It's definitely nowhere near the household name that D&D is. Like, it's got a very long way to go. But when you say overtake D&D, I think if you compare, this is once again hearsay. We've not seen numbers for either one, but I like to think I kind of keep my finger on the pulse a little bit here, and I have a feeling for the ebb and flow of this industry at this point, and I wouldn't be surprised if the sales since D&D's 2024 revamp last year and the sales of Daggerheart now are a lot closer than we think. A lot closer than we think. I could be wrong there. That might be wishful thinking, because I really want Daggerheart to absolutely dominate. Without killing D&D. I want them to be both up there, you know. But yeah, I just won't be surprised if Daggerheart came out tomorrow and said, yeah, we sold better than D&D has done over the past year. And they've both done launches, so it'd be cool. be crazy if they didn't move to Daggerheart with how well it's been doing. Yeah, I think so. They're smart though. We all understand that like Daggerheart could be a honeymoon phase, and it might not last. And I think they know that too. So I hope it does last though. But yeah, we've definitely seen it with other products in the past where it's blown up at the start. Even TTRPGs that have done incredibly well for a short amount of time, and then they just kind of fall off. Because it's just a hard thing to stay on top of. You need constantly to be bringing in new blood and let the old people cycle in and out of it. So it's the ability to bring in new blood, and D&D's always been the best at that, you know? I remember when people were saying that the Fallout TTRPG was going to be the new big thing because it sold out everywhere after the TV show came out. And I'm sure it'll do it again, Season 2 of Fallout, but I don't know anyone playing it now. You don't see D&D losing that many people. There are a lot of people who never played TTRPGs who have picked up Daggerheart. Yeah. There was a video from Todd Kenrick where he talks to the Demiplane guy. I don't know what his job was exactly. But the Demiplane guy said that the majority of people playing Daggerheart on their platform, or they've seen a big boost, a surprising boost in people who are 18 to 25 years old. Like it's skewing younger, which I don't know, surprised me because I guess like, yeah, Critical Role just has a better connection with bringing in younger people than older people maybe. But yeah, I don't know, exciting times. Just got here, who replaced who? Well, I'm saying if Critical Role are out and no longer working as closely with D&D and kind of being each other's symbiote where they help each other out, then who's going to fill that gap? Who's going to fill that hole? And I was just saying in this video, in this live stream, what is wrong with me? It's hot in my room. I'm going to be checking out this new D&D actual play from Ludwig and the Yard because it's doing really well with views, and they plan on doing it long term. So it may just be that we have a weekly new D&D actual play that pulls in a million views a week. That is hitting an audience that like the other actual plays don't normally hit, which is like I say the streamer group, but you know, like I guess the 15 to 25-year-old youths, really. I feel like there's only so much TTRPG devs can do, even with peak quality. At a certain point, it's up to DMs and their players to actually force each other to even try a different system. Yeah. So Zion Swazd, I've said this for a while. I have disliked, since I got into the TTRPG community, I've almost been made to feel guilty sometimes, because I make videos about D&D a lot, and people come up to me and like, do you even play are you playing anything else? You should play other stuff. And I've always thought, that's not on me to do that. Like, you're asking me to like seek out stuff, try all these things. It's on the companies that are making these games. And I know a lot of them are indie and it's like not their fault. But really it's on the marketing to get me excited, right? And it's so easy to get my players to play a game that has really good marketing and they're excited about. And Daggerheart's done that. Yeah. I always use an example. It's probably a bad one, but if we were all like drinking Pepsi, for example, and Pepsi was the go-to soft drink, and people were getting annoyed, being like, have you not tried Coke? Coke is so nice. You should try Coke. And it's like, well, Coke should do a better job of, if Coke's delicious, it should do a better job of marketing it to me, really. It's like it's not on me and it's not on my friend to get me to try it. Like, the word of mouth thing is bad. It's a bad business model. So Daggerheart's just done really good marketing. Camera dying again soon. I give it 20 minutes tops before my camera overheats in this room. It's 28 degrees here, which in this sauna of a room is like, feels like 35 degrees. I love Daggerheart and ran it once. My group is currently just more into Shadow Dark and Morkborg characters at the moment. I'm also interested in trying Slug Blaster and Mythic Bastionland. So many games, yes. No, I think the fact that like people are chatting just more about other games is fantastic, and I think it's a really good sign for the industry in general. I'd have to wean my players off D&D Beyond if I were going to switch systems. Also, as a DM, I love using maps and appreciate the constant support they receive. Maps are the best thing going for D&D Beyond right now. I use D&D Beyond non-stop from when I started DMing, like over 5 years ago, to the point where like none of my players would know how to use a character sheet physically, right? Like we just never did it. We never made a character using character sheet. We never did anything like that. We always used digital tools, and it did streamline the process. But now that I've got people playing Daggerheart and we're using a pen and paper, I don't want to go back to using a digital character sheet. I just don't want to. This was at my table, but sorry, it's gone straight through me. At my table, like physically playing with friends. I would use one if I was playing online. But there's something about Daggerheart which is just, it's more fun. It's more tactile to use pen and paper and just be marking things on and off it constantly. Like, I didn't realize how complicated D&D character sheets were until I looked at Daggerheart. I'm not saying they're like overly complicated. I'm just saying in comparison. They feel unnecessarily complicated. I hope the audience is open to watching different TTRPG versions. I've had a weekly D&D, bi-weekly Blue Rose. Oh, is Blue Rose good? And I'm adding in a monthly Daggerheart now. Playing multiple game styles makes me a better player in all of them. Yeah, definitely. For GMs as well, it makes you 10 times better. Like, I've got stuff now from Daggerheart, and I played the Cosmic RPG. I'm stealing stuff from that if I go back to D&D, I'm not playing it the same way. I'm just not going to. I've seen the light. I'm still waiting for the chat makes me buy things for my next session video. I want to do that. I've not had enough viewers. I have it now. I have 60 viewers in today. Thanks for coming in, guys. Please like the live stream. For every person who follows me or subscribes to me, I will give my players one handful of gold tonight. But, oh, there's one. Now, yeah. Make my players rich. Thank you for the follow, Lirium sister. I would love to do a Etsy stream where I jump on Etsy, we look at the most ridiculous D&D and TTRPG products you can find, like the most glamorous DM screens, that crossbow that fires dice, you know, all the weird stuff. I saw like a dice that folds up to be flat on there. Like it flattens out and then you can like unfold it and it's just a dice that works. There's some weird stuff on there. I would love to like get $1,000 as a budget and just go in there and let you guys choose what you want to see, and I'll buy it, and then I'll do another stream where we unbox it. That would be fun. Okay, so I'm a noob who listens to things like Rude Tales of Magic and not really any actual play podcasts. What is Daggerheart? Daggerheart is and this is the perfect example of why it's nowhere near a household name yet. But it's doing very well. It's a new game that came out 2 months ago that has been selling out insane amounts. It's from the actual play group Critical Role and their publishing wing, which I know you said you don't listen to actual plays, but Critical Role are like the biggest actual play, I would say, still to this day in the world, with millions of fans. And it plays very similarly to D&D, with a lot of the kinks worked out, and a few twists on combat and just like skill checks in general that lead to a more, I hate saying this, lead to a more narrative story, because A, narrative story doesn't make any sense, but also it's like the buzzword, but it gives pressure on the story to be pushed and pulled in directions that you might not think it would, and it just means like, I've never had a moment in Daggerheart, I've not played it that much, mind you, but I've never had a moment where I've been like, we're spending a long time in this scene, you know, or what do I do next? Things are dragging down. How do I add conflict? How do I do this? Which happens in D&D all the time. There is a engine or something going outside. Let me just close my window. It's about to get even hotter in here. Well, what can I do? What can I do? My studio is not set up for heat. Chat all jumps to make you get a new AC unit. So people gave me money to buy a new AC unit on Monday, I think it was. I think I got like $40 from you guys. Thank you so much. You'll be happy to know that I bought an AC unit for $350. But that money went a good way towards that. It should arrive on Monday. So come Monday, if I stream, you should see a big white block over by the window, and you should see me looking a lot less disheveled and sweaty. The word of mouth is the worst marketing. Are you open to be challenged on this? Wait, what do you mean? I am, but I feel like you've got a trick up your sleeve. Word of mouth is the worst marketing for like a big company, like that's trying to release something to get immediate results. Let me say that. My favorite thing about Daggerheart is that it makes skill checks matter. You don't ever run into player A fails a check, so the player B asks if they can make the check. Yes, Ian, that is genuinely a huge thing. Like, people don't even attempt it. People don't like, if they're going to attempt something, it's like, as you said, it's never just for the sake of it. It's to like push things forwards. So people do that, they push things forwards, and then, yeah, you never get stuck in that situation where everyone is rolling perception checks, you know? And you never have to say no to anyone. In D&D, it would be like, if someone asked, like, do I see anything in this room? And I'm like, roll a perception check for me. And they roll and they fail. And I'm like, well, I guess you don't see anything. And then everyone else is like, can I roll? Can I also roll? Can I also roll? Technically in D&D, rules as written, you're supposed to be like, no, you can't roll, because like that one roll is supposed to show like how all your rolls would have been, and someone's like, but I've got a much higher perception than that guy. Shouldn't I get a better chance at it? It just gets round all the awkwardness. The problem for me is that so many of these RPGs have too much bloat. 5e is one such. Just give some simple rules and let the DM, GM, referee, whatever, make the final decisions. Yeah. And I do think Daggerheart is slightly simpler. It's not simple by any means. It's still a big book of rules. There's definitely lighter systems out there. I know I'm late, but I called bonus reaction. You did. And we are now bonus reaction. I'm surprised people are even noticing. I thought it would be so subtle. Like, it just looks like the same name from a distance. Bonus reaction, how did you get to know D&D? Critical Role. I watched Critical Role actual plays, then I watched Dimension 20 actual plays, and then at the same time I got really into YouTube and wanting to make YouTube videos, and I was like, why and I just started DMing, and I was like, why don't I merge all these things in one? And then it took me like years to get the confidence to actually make the channel. But because I wanted to make the channel, I was like trying to pick up as much stuff as I could from D&D. Oh, was it by an ad or by friend suggestion? Technically, it was through Critical Role. It was through D&D's free marketing they had through Critical Role. How did I end up watching Critical Role? I think just YouTube probably recommended it me one time. I was aware of them for a while. I was aware of Critical Role, and I've always liked that like Twitch, YouTube culture, so I was aware of Critical Role. And I've always been a massive nerd. I've always had a love for like fantasy and gaming. So it was one of those things where like it was only a matter of time. I always was kind of surprised that I never got into it as a kid. Because as a teenager, it would have been right up my alley. I just never got into it as a kid, so I ended up getting into it in my late 20s. So Philharmonic, that's brilliant, chat. Brilliant. All right. Where's my headphones? Let's watch a little bit of Ludwig's actual play. Technically, it's 1/4 of Ludwig. This is Ludwig's podcast channel that he has with his friends called The Yard. Are you guys aware of The Yard? Have you ever come across them?
Hey, everyone.
They kind of just chill in a yard and interview guests and do improv stuff. So, yeah. And obviously they're very like streamer and YouTuber, influencer, like connected. But I've seen a lot of, like, they've had Zach Oyama from Dimension 20 on here. They've had like a bunch of like people you would recognize on here. It's good. It is a good show. It does trend towards that 14 to 25-year-old demographic, which I know a lot of people are not in that demographic, so the humor might be a little bit immature. Can I ask how old you are, Matthew Downing? Am I allowed to do that? Am I allowed to ask viewers their age? Like, give me a ballpark. A ballpark figure. Ludwig looks funny, but I've heard of the show, but I think I'm outside of their target audience. Yeah, it'll become very clear why straight away. But the GM is Dave B. Walters, who is does I have the information? Yeah, B. Dave Walters, B. Dave Walters, who has been doing the rounds for a while in the D&D actual play sphere, and he's good. He's a very good DM. 29. Okay, so you're out of that as well. But I'm also a big fan of it. I'm a big fan of Ludwig as well. But I really like him from just a content creator guy. Like, he's so good at making great content and going viral and doing all that stuff. And I met him. I met him in Osaka, of all places, in Japan, when he did his Japan trip. I happened to be there as well. I knew he was doing the Yard D&D, and obviously he's a much bigger creator than me, and I recognized him in a coffee shop, and I was like, I love your videos, by the way. I was very nervous. I don't get nervous often, but I'd just been looking at like some of his videos, like some of his thumbnails. I was like, how is he making these thumbnails? Like, literally that morning, and then to see him, I'm like, that's not him, is it? That's him. Him and Michael Reeves, who's another huge YouTuber who I'm a big fan of. So I just walked by him and like, hey man, I love your content, by the way. And I didn't want to bother him, so I just said that, and I tried to walk away. And he was like, oh, wait, can I borrow you for a minute? Can I ask you a question? And I was like, yeah, of course. And he's like, okay, can I record it? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be in a Ludwig video. This could be really good for my channel. I was like, I'm going to blow up here. Maybe I should ask him about D&D. Maybe he recognizes me. Maybe he's looked at D&D stuff and he's seen my channel. That was me in my most insane mode. There's no way he's ever seen me. And he just asks me like, how do you know how to get from this city to this other city? Like what roads to take and stuff. And me and my wife were just like, no, we barely know how we got down this street. And he's like, oh, okay. Well, thanks. And then I was like, cool, thank you. He's like, he was really cool. And we kind of left. And I was like, man, I should have like said something. Should have said something. And my wife just turns to me and goes, he wasn't going to be your friend. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Like, what would I got out of it? Really? But then I was like, I'm going to be in a Ludwig video. And then he cut me out of the video. Because we were useless. We didn't help him with the challenge at all. You think he's DM'd Geek and Sundry too? Oh yeah, Walters? Yeah. Yeah, his thoughts on this industry stuff are cool and nuanced. Cool that you ran into him. Yeah, I didn't know he was doing tip to tip either. That was the crazy thing. Mislead him. Yeah, I should have said you go straight south. No, I rewatched that video because he did the video every single day on that trip. And it was like, he was like, this is the worst day ever. Like, he was not having a good day that day. They were in Osaka, they were getting lost, they were tired. They lost their bikes at the end and were trying to find it. And like, he's like saying like, this was the worst day ever. And he was like, all the foreigners here are so annoying. And I was like, oh no, I'm a foreigner here. Because we were useless, because we weren't helpful at all. And he was just, and I was like, man, to say he was having such a bad day, he was so nice to me. But yeah, let's watch a little bit of this. Let's see what we think. Hey, there's never nothing to be gained out of being friendly. Even if he won't be your friend, you can still have a positive experience. Yeah. No. And I did. It was a great experience. But I was kicking myself for not like... I didn't even get a photo, you know? I could have asked for a photo and he would have got me a photo. And that would have been cool. Anyway, enough fanboying. So, I've watched a little bit of the start of here. And you'll see immediately what I mean by it runs younger. It's a little bit immature. But they've got a little animated start here. I think the animation's really good. And if they keep making stuff like this, I think it's going to be really cool. And you know what? I guess it's not insanely different from something like Legends of Avernus. So we'll just watch it and we'll see how we feel.
In the shadowed outskirts of Mori, where the living fear to tread, our brave heroes stand encircled by a strange creeping mist.
Solid animation.
With the
starting with the animation before the actual play.
We're surrounded.
Is build.
Stonebread, I got this.
It's Stonebeard.
I'm trying to get stoned off beer. You know what I mean, fellas?
Now's not the time. We're about to die, Roan.
Stonebeard, catch!
Can't tell if the voices are like really good for amateur voice actors.
Just let me handle this.
How about
Or
you handle
actually
a
good.
salad or maybe some vegetables?
You know?
Shut up, Roan.
Leonis, I can handle this. Shut up, Roan. Leonis, you fire an arrow at the branches above.
I'm on it.
And Roan, prepare your blades for combat.
Oh yeah.
D&D tip. They're doing it here from a storytelling standpoint, and it's pretty good. Say the names of the characters a lot. And I think doing that in games of D&D or daggerheart is also really smart because it just, like, it feels nice to hear your name or your character's name said aloud a lot. So if you're a player, just say everyone's name when you're talking to them. Trust me, they'll like it.
And York.
You got it, Stonebread. While you guys create a diversion, I'll sneak up from behind. And then I'll use my magic to make them fucking jizz. Like actual jizz, like from an alive man.
Hence the immature
even though
stuff.
They're still skeletons.
York.
And it's a romantic thing, but it's also like a sexual thing. And you know I'm wagging my shit around like a missile.
Slime.
And they like it so much that you guys are able to escape while I entrance them with my penis that's like a cobra.
And when I show all the skeletons, they're like, why does it even look like that? Because I don't even...
Slime. What the fuck was that?
What?
That's not how you play D&D.
It's not how I play D&D?
No, that's not right.
Oh, the imagination game, full of wonder and magic. Here, let me roll to kill my inner child. It's a
Asshole,
2.
Dude, you play games. D&D has rules like other games. You're just being
You
fucking
guys,
weird.
D&D is a game of infinite storytelling possibilities. I can take all
Okay,
the
thank you,
stuff.
D. We appreciate it. We got this.
Yeah, D. We got this. Ow, guys!
Extreme.
Stop. Look, I'm weird. I'm not normal. I make loud noises. I say crazy stuff. Hell,
Maybe I'm not even that good at D&D. But if you give me a chance, I can be the hero that the Terradin need. I can do away with all the jizz and the porno and the big old ropes
What's happening,
shooting
Leon?
through the back of a skeleton. Like a bullet, like an arrow.
Okay.
Ew. What I'm trying to say is, Dave, let's get back to.
Great.
So yeah, it's it's exactly their humor. They have a huge following. A lot of people love them. That's who they're making this for, more than anything else. And I'm kind of glad that they have stuck with their own humor so much, rather than like diluting it. It's not going to be for everyone. It's also part of fail. While DMing, I always call my players by the character's name. Helps me learn the name and keep the players in action. We also have the thing that when speaking English, we speak in character. Yeah. Honestly, saying names a lot really is a secret weapon.
Hello and welcome to the
They use the same music I use. Someone's got epidemic sound.
1. Foraging Day. Dungeons & Dragons is the world's greatest role-playing game where you get together with a group of your friends and you tell a story together. I'm your humble Dungeon Master, B. Dave Walters, where I will set the scenes, and these brilliant guys are going to do everything they can to mess it.
That's a great opening. I mean, it's 3 minutes 50 to get to this point, but they start with a cold opening of the animation, then they had the skit, and now we're getting into the actual play. And I think B. Dave Walters has done a great job here of just being like, hey, this is how this is going to work. I'm going to set the scenes. These guys are going to like react to it, and we're just going to see what happens.
Basically.
And the show's right on time, too. That's the thing. Is we delivered it exactly when we said we would.
Precision.
It's
2 years. 2 years late.
You know, it's
May 1st, no delays. 2023.
it's always May 1st
Trump,
somewhere.
duck.
Or don't.
Or don't.
Honestly.
You know, like the real question is why'd you take so long to watch? Yeah, 'cause we posted it. So, with that being said, let's get into it.
What's up, everybody? Hey, before you fast forward real quick,
This is crazy. This is crazy. You got the animation. You've got a skit. You have the opening, and then we have a cutaway. Before we've actually got into
thank
the
you
game.
so much for checking out the RD&D. I'm sorry it's so late. I really hope you enjoy it. In our Patreon right now, and for the foreseeable
it's
future,
Patreon.
D&D will be out a week early. So this is episode 1. Episode 2 is already out right now on the Patreon in the first tier, in the cheapest tier, and that's going to continue for the rest of the campaign as long as we do it. On top of that, in tier 3, right now you get postcards. You're also going to start getting art prints from the campaign. So we have a bunch of...
Not sure the skit really does it justice. The dirty humour felt a bit forced to me. The presentation is really good, though. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see... So there is a caveat here that I should say, in like, they're all brand... Apart from the DM, they are all brand new to D&D. And as far as I know, it was like... I think they were insane. I think they were insane. I don't think they were smart about this. From what I know, they didn't even play it off camera. Like they never sat down and were like, "Hey, let's get a taste of it." They never even like did a practice run. The first time they ever played it was at this table, and I think the first few sessions aren't here. They like the session we're getting thrown into is like their 5th or 6th session or something like that, because the first few sessions were so bad, and they've even come out and said like some of them were so nervous, like uncharacteristically nervous playing, that it took them a while to get into it and loosen up, and they slowly do. So, and that's something that like a lot of D&D players feel as well. It takes a while. Sometimes it takes a very long time for people to loosen up and get into a game and be happy like role playing and stuff. Never mind if you have cameras on you and hundreds of thousands of people watching.
Bound together to repel a demonic invasion from the unspoken hordes. And all of these kingdoms had to put their differences aside to achieve victory and prevent the eradication of all life everywhere. In the wake of this, as part of the peace accord, an agreement was reached that there would
Yeah,
be
Matthew.
a peacekeeping force.
Oh, it
There
was
would be
last minute one?
defenders who would bow to no king and no emperor and be able to travel freely and protect people and help everyone wherever they go. Those people are the Terradin, our noble heroes. And although this is our first episode, this is not actually your first mission. Why don't we start getting into it then? And I think we will begin with you, Roan Calidus. Now, I know we just saw during our sweet-ass introduction what Roan looks like, but for anybody that didn't see it, could you describe what Roan looks like?
Oh, baby, six-pack abs. Siggy, hanging out the mouth, all times. A collection of Siggies that are around my neck that I've scavenged on the ground because I don't let any go to waste. 2 swords.
Disgusting.
At both sides. Why are you guys scoffing? This is my life.
Gross.
This is my life.
Because you go outside the
Two
you go
swords.
outside the inn.
Shut up, I'm talking.
So
2
this
swords,
is kind
at
of
both sides.
what I do like about it, though. It reminds me of Critical Role a little bit with the table crosstalk and them talking over each other, and it's going to be a bit chaotic, or something like Legends of Avernus, to be honest, as well. And I think it's going to suit this insanity really well.
And some slides, because
I'm also going to be going 2 times speed a little bit through this because I want to get some good stuff, and I don't know how long I can stream for with this heat.
You hear a knock at the door, and a familiar voice echoes out. Roan, darling, are you awake yet? Come on, wake up.
Mom.
I'm not your mother, but I've been called mommy once or twice in my time.
I'll go to school.
The door opens.
The lighting is
You
well
see a
done. The
familiar
set is very
sight
well
there.
done,
She is
in general.
small, she is pink, she is about the size of a basketball, with multiple tentacles coming off of her head into eyes and a large central eye, each of which has one little glasses lens over it. This is Glasses, your mission handler.
I forgot about glasses.
There was an interview. David said he and his players would fake natural 20s on broadcast for dramatic effect. What? B. Dave Walters? If you can get a... if you can find me an article or something where that says that, a source, I would be very interested to see that. Because that's wild. That is wild.
Oh, sweetie, we talked about this, darling. You were supposed to put on
Also,
your
hey,
good
Geeky.
shirt today. It's forging day. Get out of bed. You know, and when she's looking at you, you see she's got a little purse
Yeah.
that is like kind of draped between some of her
The
tentacles.
Chainsmoker
that
Lady
hang off
Beholder.
the side.
You know things are crazy when you have just started your game. It's an actual play. You're showing it to people. You're trying to like get across this world and how amazing it is. And your first interaction with an NPC is a chain-smoking old lady comedy character Beholder. That's a brave move. It's a brave move. I would have just gone with like a classic, like normal human NPC, without going too wild, but not these
Here,
guys.
and a fresh pack just sort of floats over towards you. She's like, I know, you're so easy to please.
Like a pie on a windowsill.
Listen, I gotta get you to Calamities. The other boys are gonna be there soon, okay? Now just remember, sweetie. And she looks at you and she doesn't have hands, right? But one of her eyes glows slightly and you distinctly feel like something's kind of grabbing you on the side of your face. Like, look at me in this side down here. Look at me in this side down here.
Okay.
It's an important day today, all right? Don't be yourself.
So when you say that, I feel it really hurts.
It's, but here's the thing. I love you enough to say it to your face. The other ones, they only talk behind your back.
Cool. Thanks.
All right.
I do like the
By way,
DM screen
come on,
divider.
I got a lot of eyes to cover. You get ready. We're gonna go. All right. Now, meanwhile, elsewhere, Leonis. I asked you the same question. Who is Leonis? What have you been up to since the last mission?
I'm a sea elf, ranger, and
So you're a seal?
a seal ranger. Seal? No, I swim in the water though. Seal.
It's a seal.
I came up in the water. Since our last encounters, I've had a few spats with a few of my teammates as of recently, and it's resulted in them harming me and sending me beyond life, if you will. I'm shaken to my core because I'm unsure of how.
Yeah, I like that
how
table
this is
setup,
gonna affect me when we
and
go
I
on
wonder
this.
how many how many
Oblivion,
cameras they've got. They've just got
Your
the
friends killed you? Oh, Jesus.
the 3 cameras, the main
They
camera
have
and the
not,
2 cam and the
they
2
also
cam.
sent me there so it doesn't make me very confident, except for Stonebeard, who I love.
You think he cares about?
I love Stonebeard.
That's all he counts.
And
you're the giving tree.
He thinks you're a cat.
I feel like my team, as of our last few adventures, has rocked my trust in them, and I fear.
Yes, that's the tone for sure.
And what does Leonis look like?
Leonis is kind of a thin blue figure. His friends sometimes call him ghoulish, which he doesn't like. Long green, almost like sea moss.
Hot sea elf. Hot seal.
Strong.
That DM screen is really pretty, but feels short in terms of resources you can have on it. Well, I think it's I think he has a normal DM screen behind it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hold on, let's go back to. You know what? I think he might just have a laptop back there. I think you get a laptop back there and he can do everything. Maybe.
Leonis is.
Give us a peek behind.
Preparing for the day.
I love
Your
seeing behind
dragon
people's
wing
DM screens.
Bow is laying out in front of you.
What if it's just a
Black
picture of a
tar
badly drawn
crackling
horse?
with ambient electricity? At the window, you hear psst, 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 psst.
Hello?
Leonis, open the window. Leonis.
I get out of my bed, which is it's sweaty. It's a little gross. I haven't changed the sheets either, because I sweat every night. I can't change the sheets every day.
Why even bother?
I get up, pop the window.
Also, these guys are
You
improv
don't
guys,
see
and you can always tell because they're great D&D players.
I don't.
Off the cuff, they get that
don't
part
like the
down
fact that I
so
keep hearing
fast.
faceless
The mechanics can
voices.
like take longer for them to get their head around.
It's
Because they don't understand
personally,
why they
it's
can't just do
rocking me
things
against
and make
my
things
core.
happen.
Okay. Leonis, okay, right?
But they pick up just like descriptions
show
and
you
character
what
traits
I look
and
like,
role
but I
playing
need
with
you
each
not to
other
freak
so
out, okay?
fast.
Like, just don't freak out. Just be cool. All you gotta do is be cool. Just be cool.
I'll be cool.
Be cool. Okay, be cool. And across the room from you now, like you've gone and
The
opened
channel's
window
called
on the other
The
side
Yard.
of the room, standing on a table, you
Y-A-R-D.
see a very small person. A little man appears, just about yay
Oh,
tall,
very.
with curly red hair, and he's wearing all green, and he is holding a bow also. And he goes, "Hello."
Hi.
A DM
Hi.
You
NPC?
can't do that. You can't
Honey.
do that. That's
Tiny ball.
But my bow is appropriately sized. Okay, that's the first thing. Like this
To scale.
yeah, right.
To scale.
You see he like flits over towards you, and you see when his wings move, they move like dragonfly wings. And he comes towards you with a very tiny little hand
I'll
and shakes your hand. He's like, that's insulting. That is it.
All right,
My name is Thimble.
let's speed past
And I'm here to help
Thimble's introduction.
Nice to meet you. I mean, how would you help me?
You know, again, with the sizes, bro. Like,
Size matters.
No, I would say that.
yours not here, but I feel like he would have some very accurate assessments of your behavior right now.
Feeling the waves.
Yeah,
You can ask. I'm sorry.
feeling
And let me know if you hate
I
me
mean,
speeding through this,
I
by the
don't mean
way.
to be that way.
This is how I watch YouTube normally.
You came to my house uninvited.
Because I've got a very low
You
attention
might
span.
recall, recently, you were sort of sliding to the great beyond. You know, you were heading towards the Lonesome Valley, and a voice, a disembodied voice of a very beautiful woman, spoke to you. And you, Leonis, said, "I will offer you a pact to help me." You said that. She didn't offer the pact. You did.
I did do that.
Yeah, in fact, would you check the palm of your hand, sir? And when you look at the palm of your hand, the inside of your hand looks
Giving
like
us a recap like that's pretty good.
And as you're looking at it, it just sort of fades away, like it kind of burns. And he goes, "But you know what? She's cool. I'm cool. You're cool."
Thanks.
Yeah, so, let's not make it weird. I know your friends. I know what they're like. We've been watching you for a while. So I'm going to do this. And he vanishes. He's like, "I'm still here. I'm just invisible, bro. It's a thing I do." Okay? So I'm going to be around. I'm going to hang out. You just like call me when you need me. But I saw like on the way here, people are setting up for a party. They were like, it's Forging Day or something. Is that a...
Yeah, it's Forging Day. I think. Can I always hear you? Can they hear you?
Leonis, I exist. Like, I'm just invisible. And he reappears. He's like, yeah, I'm here.
So if we go around, this isn't gonna be some weird like you're talking in my head and I feel obligated to respond to you, but I look like a freak all the time.
Is that a thing that happens?
I think it's in media.
Well,
It's in
I
the
mean,
scrolls
It's
I've
in the
read.
scroll.
In the
back
scrolls.
oof.
it's,
There's some crazy
plays.
scrolls where it gets like that.
it's okay. I mean, I'm just gonna hang out like around, you know, and you just sort of like whisper a little, and I'll be nearby, bro. Hey, man, relax. It's cool.
You're
You've
right.
been through some things. Nowhere to go but up now.
Thank you.
Your boy Thimble's got you.
All right. I think this sounds nice. It's Foraging Day. We're gonna have a nice day together. I think I'll just accept.
Are we establishing that this dude just doesn't have object
Yes,
permanence?
Leonis.
Yeah, I think so.
Nice to meet you.
Like when
It
something's
is not-
invisible, it's
your boy
just
doesn't
not
bring
there
it.
anymore.
Your boy-
Like cats.
Yeah, again.
Which
I tell you what,
which is a
I'll tell you-
lie. I've heard that cats don't have
Your
object
kind of makes me
permanence,
feel
but
bad,
like
so
my
maybe-
cats definitely.
Yeah.
No, my camera's
How
gone.
about-
It does do that.
How about
My
we
cats
get even
definitely
a
do.
little- Like just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Don't they like
that?
Oh, that's so sad.
I tell you,
like that.
yeah, and you see he like floats over and lands on your shoulder. And
That's so
he's
sad.
this big.
Hold
he's
on,
tiny.
let me get
But
rid of
he's
just
like
that bit.
invisible right here. Okay.
You're like.
This isn't even transformative content anymore. This is just me
All right.
live streaming
Somewhere.
a video. This feels not okay. Hold on.
Who's Georg? What he been up to since the last mission?
I'm Georg. I'm a paladin, okay? I'm very pious.
I think I've got to stop doing this to my camera. I don't think it's good for it. It's so hot. I touch it and it burns my fingers. It's not a good look.
No one ever talks about it. I don't really like to
Opinions,
talk
hot
about
takes.
it, but no one
I'm the
really talks
disembodied
about it.
voice.
You're
That is this
also
fairy
5'4",
thing,
450
right? I'm still here, but I'm just invisible.
That's right.
Like
It makes
you're
sense.
a square.
I'm like, it's just it's just like pure, raw, like pious power. When I thrust my trident into the enemy,
I'm gonna go
it just pulses and pulses and pulses with power.
for an hour
Something to behold.
on a
It's
stream,
great.
and then I'm
love
gonna
it,
end
you
it
know,
early. I think.
look,
This
I've got a lot
I
of
can't.
heads,
Once
but
the AC gets
end
here,
of the
maybe I
day,
can
need me.
I can stream again. But until
they
then,
know
it's
that.
just not.
And I know that.
Georg, where is
Get
Rowan
LTT to
got a
build you a water-cooled
gentleman?
camera. Linus
You
Tech Tips
wake
is
up
in Canada, right? They're Canadian, but I think they're in Vancouver, and I'm in Toronto. So
What?
otherwise, yeah, I could totally get in touch with them and get them to do
What?
that. Totally.
Georg, immediately on the other side of the door, you see a face that you don't expect.
Are these all D6s? Oh, you can't see because the chat's in the
see.
way.
On a previous mission, we learned that you had an encounter with a dragon.
Yeah.
In front of you, you see a woman who looks
Just a
human.
real name,
She's
but
got
wrong.
an odd
I love
red
turning
tinge
Ys
to her
into
skin
AEs.
in flaming red hair.
Yeah.
And eyes that you immediately recognize as
In fact,
Josie, the dragon.
I had
that you
a-
an incredibly
I
wild
needed a name for just a general
Hi.
store
Yeah,
shop,
hi.
and I just called it
Yeah,
shop,
it's,
but spelled SHOPPE.
You know
It
where
worked.
I live.
Yeah, you're very easy to locate, Georg. You're conspicuous.
So fun.
Yeah. Also, I know you got my letters because I sent them delivery.
Okay, no, this feels
Yeah,
way
they're
too
somewhere in
cheeky.
there.
We can't just be watching this without my camera on here. I think it's a jerk move. I am going to end the stream, and I've only been going for an hour, and I feel bad, but it's for the best. As soon as we get some air conditioning in this place, I can actually do this stuff. But until then, I don't know, maybe I'll jump on for like a 20-minute stream at a time. That's what some of these comments are like. Yeah, it's a lot of inside jokes with the yard crowd. A lot of inside jokes. As a critical role, D20 yard head, I'm so hyped for this series. This is made for this person. Like 1676 this is your content, my friend. DM already seems to have good chemistry with the lads, and the world and premise looks interesting. Also love that this isn't the first session as well, and everyone is comfortable role-playing and knows the rules act. Yeah, I kind of agree with all that. I think it's a good mix. I think it's a very good mix. All right. I am going to run, guys. But thank you for tuning in. And yeah, I will catch you next week in some form or another. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.